Hello, welcome to the channel. I'm Vormithrax. We're going to play some more Cataclysm Dark Days Ahead. It's time to start a new challenge. So, I've decided I want to try one without a whole lot of crafting and with a little more fast-paced action, hopefully. So, I've set myself kind of a scenario that I think will be really hard and hopefully get us right into the action fairly quickly and keep things at a high pace. So, I'm going to roll through a few options here to kind of go over what I'm thinking of. Might need to adjust it after we get into it a bit and see how things work. Notification thinks this is 7 days. Yeah, I should probably update that. That's not the right game. I always forget something. Alright, let's update that. I'm going to end the stream real quick so a new notification goes out, so it'll be just a second while I do that. Alright, hopefully that got things fixed. Let me know in chat if you guys got a new update on that. So what we're going to be doing is a Bionic Spec-Op soldier, and the way I've got this envisioned for kind of a theme or a challenge is we're going to pretend the government has set a bounty on some enhanced zombie types that are on their hit list. They want to find out more about them, so they're sending out soldiers to try to get genetic samples. So I have a list of 10 pretty rarish, tough to kill zombie types that we're going to be going after. We're going to see how, A, if I can survive these world conditions, and B, how quickly I can get all 10. So that's the only objective. As soon as I kill the 10th one, then we're going to consider the challenge complete. I have to both kill them and butcher them. So I have to be able to butcher the corpse in order to get the genetic sample. I can't just run them over and then keep on driving. I've got to stop, butcher the corpse, and then we will check them off of our list and be able to go on from there. So I've got the bot set up with current information, so we can do challenge, mod list, settings, and then there's a new one, trophy. And that's the list of 10 different zombie types, and I kept them specifically to zombies for this particular challenge. No tank drones, chicken walkers, shoggoths, or things like that. So we're going after just zombies for this one. And that's the list. We'll mark them off the list or note that they have been bagged and tagged once we get a kill and get it butchered. So we'll update the bots so everybody's up to speed on just what we're doing. So towards this end, the government sent out a soldier. We were scouting in a helicopter. When the helicopter went down, we're a Bionic Spec-Op soldier at a helicopter crash site is going to be our start. And yeah, I'm not sure, well, if you mean by a blood draw, I'm not sure what you mean by that, but usually when I crash in a helicopter site, I have limb damage and a bleeding wound, but for some reason on this one it didn't give me any of that, so not that hard to get rid of initially, but with this kind of a guy that you start with. But there are a few things of special note for this one that is going to make things quite a bit more difficult. So, as my bot note mentions, we're going to play a Bionic Spec-Op soldier sent to hunt down 10 of the most dangerous advanced zombie types to secure genetic samples for study. We've got very low item spawns, fast zombie evolution, a winter start, and I'm not going to do any crafting. I'm locked out of crafting except for the food tab. I've got to be able to craft or boil water on occasion. So we're going to be able to craft food items in the food tab, but that's it. I'm not going to use any of the other crafting tabs of any kind. So in the world settings, things are going to make this particularly hard. I've got it mostly set on vanilla, except we've got the item scaling rate set way down at 0.25. I've got zombie evolution sped up quite a bit at 1.0. It starts at 4.0, and the lower, the faster the zombies evolve. We've also got a winter start, meaning the zombies have had 3 seasons to evolve. And other than that, everything else is pretty straightforward. So those are the tough ones, and I'm going to see just how much of a difference that 1.0 evolution scale and a winter start actually ratchets up the advanced zombies that we're going to encounter. So, yeah, I guess we could do a blood draw kit. I've never used one on zombies. Does it actually do anything or give you an indication that you've accomplished that? And you would think they would give me one if I'm going to start on this kind of a path. I'd hate to have to visit a hospital to go find a blood draw kit. I'll have to think about that one. We might switch to that as our means of getting the samples, but I'm not sure. Maybe we'll do that for the second attempt. I didn't take anything different from a basic Bionic Spec-Op in the character creation. The only thing I did was pick multiple point pool, then put the 1 point I was allocated into strength. Otherwise, I took no additional skills, no additional traits, nothing. It's just a bare bones Spec-Op soldier straight out of the default listing with the 1 point put into strength. Nothing else I could take, and there we go. So we've got some marksmanship, rifles, dodging, handguns, some basic combat skills, and that's about it. And here's our inventory list. So we are starting out with a decent amount of gear. We are warm enough, currently at least. I don't have any cold statuses hitting me. So we've got arm warmers, leg warmers, balaclava, just enough gear basically to keep us warm. I was a little worried about that for a winter start, but there we go. Well, still repair items. As long as I don't have to go into the crafting menu on any tab except for the food tab, everything's good to go. So I don't think... How well am I going to be able to repair things if I can't gain... well, I guess I could gain skills through reading books. We'll see. The only thing I've set myself as a limitation so far is just kind of a blanket, no crafting except for some things, except for things on the food tab. So... if I hit Shift 7, this is the only tab I'm allowed to do anything with. So I'm not going to use any of the other tabs. And we'll see how things go. We'll see what it forces me to do, how I have to forage, and so on. That restriction plus the 0.25 item spawn rate. Basically, I'm thinking theme-wise that... most of a year has passed, all the easy things have been looted by other survivors, and so it's very slim pickings out there. So I'm at a 0.25 item spawn rate, and it's going to be rough trying to find some things. So we'll see what we can do. I'll try to repair if I get enough skill to do it, but I don't foresee me spending a lot of time skilling up, so just to repair. Might do it. We'll kind of see how things go. First, I want to find out just how bad the evolution factor is going to kick in with a winter start with a 1.0 evolution. I mean, I may immediately start encountering high-level zombies and just get swarmed under. So we're going to have to kind of play it by ear. So here's our starting map. We've got a hotel, motel nearby. That's a pretty good place to start next to. Hopefully we can get a map from the counter. That would be really useful. And we've got a FEMA camp, radio station I don't care about, and that's it. So we do have a north-south road, and there's either a crossroad or some kind of structure down this way. Well, obviously, we're going to hit the motel. I'm not sure whether it's worth going to the FEMA camp. I'll think about it after we hit the motel, and we'll kind of go from there. Alright. Hey there, Salty Sweet. So, this is a brand new start to just a theme idea I had, so I might have to adjust it slightly as we go along. We'll kind of see how things play out in this first attempt, and we'll just adapt from there. Mainly I'm looking for something where I don't have to start from bare bones scratch to get things rolling, and I want to keep things moving a little faster in this gameplay and have a very set specific objective that we can try to accomplish. So I want to see what kind of strategies or thoughts I have on how I can accomplish this in as quick a time frame as possible. So it's not just can I stay alive, which is question number one, but number two, how quickly can I bag all 10 of those zombie types? And if I can do it in a reasonable amount of time, I'll try it again at a later date and see if we can beat that time. Okay, so what do we got? We do have NPCs turned on, static and wandering. What do we got in the crash site? So we've got some brandy, a flare gun, and a military rucksack. That rucksack will come in handy, assuming I want to put up with the encumbrance. And we'll grab the brandy as well. My current carrying capacity, I'm at 0.3 out of 6. Oh yeah, so gear-wise, I've got 3 weapons really. I've got the assault rifle, really good weapon. We got 100 rounds total for it. I've got the V29 laser pistol that I can run off of my power grid. I've got the UPS installed. And then we have a combat knife. So that's pretty much it for any kind of weapons or other kind of gear. Now the Bionic Spec-Op soldier does start with a pretty good set of bionics. We've got the electroshock unit, which I can activate, and if I'm using my combat knife, for example, it conducts electricity. We will occasionally shock and stun our targets, which will help us out in combat. We've got the implanted night vision, which will be very useful, of course. The internal UPS, so we can power our other stuff. The repair nanobots, super helpful. Sensory dulling to turn the pain off, and then metabolic interchange to power everything back up. So, then passive systems, we've got targeting system, air filtration, and subdermal carbon filament to make ourselves a little tougher, resistant to damage. NPC's not following me yet. We haven't even done a single thing yet. We're at the very start of a brand new challenge. I think I've pressed the 5 key once just to get an update on the temperature, but other than that, I haven't done a single thing. So we're at the very beginning. Haven't issued any commands yet. Alright, so, like I said, I'm kind of surprised we didn't see any damage. We must have done some kind of entertaining bailout of the helicopter when it crashed, because we landed with no damage to our body parts and no bleeding limbs, which usually is how I start this. We've got 250 power for our bionics, which isn't much, but it'll do in a pinch. And we've got our base stats. There's the character sheet once again for anybody that's just joined us. Alright, and I'll go over the scenario, the theme of it again here in just a little bit. We've got a bunch more people starting to join in as the notifications are going out. But for construction, the only thing I can think of I would do would be deconstructing. If I get some tools. I can't think of much else I would construct. I mean, charcoal kiln. I'm not going to stay in one place long enough to build a charcoal kiln and a smoke rack or things like that. So I'm not sure what else I would bother to try to construct. But sure, we can take construction off the menu as well. No crafting, no constructing. I'm not going to take deconstruction off the menu. I think anybody could do that. Just take a wrench and take something apart. There may be times where I need a particular item and I'm going to deconstruct as opposed to just smash it to try to get the item. But I'm not going to craft anything except for the food tab. I'm not going to use construction items either. And we'll kind of go from there. Hey there, El Bravo. Welcome back. Good to see you again. Alright, so that's kind of our setup and our situation. Again, we do have the AI or the bot commands rolling in the chat, so everybody can use the bot commands. Vehicle construction as well. Yeah, I'm just going to use found vehicles. I'm not going to build a vehicle. I'm not going to repair the vehicle, anything like that. I'm not going to modify it. We're just going to roll with what we can find. Alright, so here's our map. Obviously we're going to chat with the NPC first. We'll try to grab the flare gun and the backpack, and then we'll head over to that motel, see if we can get a road map. That would be hugely helpful. We'll also look for vehicles that might be operating, so we'll see what we can do. Okay. So let's do our chatting here. Do anything for you? Sure. Find a record of the weather patterns. Sure, weather pattern, no problem. Here's some equipment. Persuade. Gave me a taser. I don't really want a taser. Thanks. Not a problem. And want to travel with me? 26%. Well, we succeeded on a 26%. Alright. We'll take it. And what do you got ability-wise? Bartering, marksmanship of 7, shotguns of 6, unarmed combat, launchers. Wow, this guy is pretty nice. I might have to put in a minor amount of effort to keep this person alive, at least until I squeeze them dry of their training they can do for me. I can get my rifles up a point or two, get my unarmed combat up, my marksmanship. That's some pretty nice ones. And we have a meat shield, yes. Alright. So, cancel that. Combat commands. Change engagement. Attack stuff I attack. Don't use guns. Never mind. I'm not going to ask him to teach me anything quite yet. Maybe when we get over to the motel and get out of the wind. Trade items. I want the lighter. And you can have back the taser. Alright, miscellaneous. Yeah, I think most of that's okay for the moment. What do you got? Pants, shirt, gloves, boots, and a filter mask? I might grab the filter mask. Nah, we'll leave him alone for now. Alright, so I think we're good to go. Here's our encumbrance, by the way. So we're out in the winter. It is daytime, so it might get colder in the evening, but we're right at the minus 28, so we're right at the limit for torso for not being warm enough. So we're gonna have to keep an eye out for clothing we can get a hold of. Alright, don't cut me up, please. Give me that rucksack. And flare gun without flares. Nah. Alright, that sounds a little loud to me. Let's switch back to chest hole. It's been a while since I did chest hole. Alright, I see vehicles. We got one to the north. No wheel. Only one wheel, so it's not going anywhere. Alright, first zombie spotted. Standard zombie, swimmer zombie. The big question is how much the evolution factor and the winter start are going to kick in. Alright, we got gas, battery, wheels, no controls. Can't go anywhere in this vehicle. What you got? Pack of cigarettes? Nah. Oh, Zombie Master. Well, I guess that sort of answers the question. There's one of our targets right there. So I checked my my bounty list, and Zombie Master's on the bounty list. Hey there, Bitmap brother. You caught the very start of a brand new challenge. Even better than just catching any old stream. Alright, for everybody that's new, you can do the bot commands again. So, challenge, settings, mod list, and there's a new one, trophy. And on our trophy list, we do have the Zombie Master. So we have already got one in sight of our 10. Where is the Master? Alright, back in the hotel room there. Let's work our way around this way. I want to know if there's a map inside in the motel on the counter here. Ah, smoker zombie. And we do have a map. So we got a map on the counter. That's going to be super valuable. Now I'm wanting that filter mask from this guy. Come here, you. Sword armor. Give me this filter mask. Don't wear the rucksack. Did you put the filter mask back in your general inventory? Trade items. Yes, he did. Give me that filter mask. Alright, that smoke zombie is going to sprint right at us. And we've got the standard zombie coming too. Let's move down this way. No, I'm not going to try to do any fancy capture, cart body around or anything like that for this first attempt. We'll adjust after we make this attempt. I think I'm probably going to get swamped by high-end zombies pretty quickly with the current settings. I need to get to a more densely populated area to see just how ridiculous a 1.0 evolution factor with a winter start is going to be. I suspect it's going to be horrible, horrible, horrible. Alright, that smoker zombie is going to get to us a lot faster than the standard zombie. I'm going to keep backing off. Actually, let's keep the... Yep, now he's coming. Alright, what are we going to try on this guy? If I use the gun, we're going to draw a lot of attention, but we're out in the middle of nowhere. I think we'll just go with the knife. So let's activate the combat knife. Also turn on our UPS and our electroshock. And I've got not any terrain really that I'm going to be able to get to that I think is going to be useful in time. Maybe I can get him on or behind this bush. Come on, NPC. There you go. Alright, that's where I want him, right there, right on the bush. So we hit him for 18, hit him for 16, 26. We're also shocking him, so I think that is stunning him. And he's down. Let's get out of the cloud. Alright, next up. Alright, let's grab the cash card, smash the zombie up. Got another standard zombie. I'm going to try to do a zombie cop as well. Alright, I want to try to and now we got a hazmat as well. Alright, I guess we're just going to go straight in. Like to find better terrain though. Suspect we won't have much problem until I run out of power for the shock unit against these low-level guys. Nope, wrestler's not PK only. He's on the list of zombies I can spawn in a game world that does not have wrestlers, or does not have PKs. So if I go spawn a monster, zombie wrestler's on the list, so I'm assuming he's available. Alright. Not gonna deal with... Alright, so he is pulped. Ooh, Master's come out to play on another smoker zombie. Master's busy upgrading things. Where's the other smoker at? Way up north. Alright, he didn't mess with that guy. Let's get down here and kill this Master real fast. This guy will be, whoops, fairly easy to cross off our list. He's not too dangerous on his own. Yeah, heavily injured. His danger is his secondary effect, his upgrading of other zombies. Oh, come on! Oh, man. Come on, game. Well, I don't have PKs running. I don't have any idea what's triggering that nonsense. I am running a fairly recent, just a few days ago, experimental build. Huh, well, I don't think enough time has gone by for the autosave to kick in. So we'll probably be right back to the start, and I may not get the NPC with me this time. I didn't hit, no, it did save us, cool. Alright, so saved us right after we killed the smoke zombie. That's not too bad. I'm not sure what you mean by stacking with the zombie evolution. I don't think it would, but I don't know the code behind the zombie master's ability and if it's timed in some way and is affected by the evolution. I can't answer that myself. Alright, we got a few... Whoa, there's a hell of a lot more zombies over there now all of a sudden. 2, 4, 6, 7, 8. I'm seeing like 9 zombies over there now. I think those were there. The Master's not new, but I don't remember a lot of these other ones that are all of a sudden showing up. Nothing spotted us so far. Come south. We'll try to pull them towards me a few at a time. Don't think I'll need to worry about terrain with this. Yeah, evolution in this setup is basically 4 times faster. At least I assume that's the way the math works. The default value is 4.0. I've got it set on 1.0. And a winter start. So we should see a crazy number of advanced zombies. Oh, oxygen pack. That I will definitely take. Not going to worry about the rest. One thing I'm worried about is getting multiples on me. Alright, I think we got another couple. Yeah, come on out here by yourself, Master. No problem. Happy to deal with you. A black mist floats from the zombie master around the fat zombie. Yeah, that may not be a fat zombie by the time that guy arrives. Alright, let's kill this guy before he actually gets any more special abilities off. Smoker zombie dropped into the deep water. That's kind of funny. Hey there, Easy Wing. Welcome to the channel. Come on, zombie master. Nearly dead. Alright, we got him down before he got an upgrade on that fat zombie. So, we have now killed zombie number 1. Well, not number 1 on our list. They're not listed in any particular order. But the zombie master is now dead. So, give me 1 second. Let me update the bot command. Alright, so Master is now listed as dead on our bot list. And nothing useful on him. Be kind of funny if I crossed half of my zombies off at a hotel right at the start. Nope, not going to worry about that. Still got 196 power. Taking full advantage of the... Oh, wait. I've got to butcher the Master to officially cross him off my list. Alright, I don't think I'm going to worry about terrain for this one. Oh, we took a tap. And another one. Bastard. Alright, and we got a bite. Just from a smoker zombie. He's tearing me up. What the heck? Alright, I'm just getting ripped apart by this guy. Finally. Well, I guess I should have lured him back onto the bush. I think we missed too often. We weren't getting the shocks in and getting him stunned that time. That was a really, really bad sequence. A bite, a bunch of damage to our body parts, as well as a few of our... our army jacket took some damage. That is not good. If I lose that army jacket, things are going to get cold fast. I'm gonna have to back up and be a little more careful. Stupid NPC. And I took another hit. Okay, what's with the damn beeping heart noise? That's kind of irritating. Alright, nothing on him. First aid kits. Well, there we go. That helps out a lot. Let's autosave. Or let's manually save, actually. Alright, where was the Master's corpse? Officially, I need to butcher that guy in order to get my genetic sample that I need to return for testing. Alright, I'm turning off this stupid chest hole if it's going to keep putting this stupid heartbeat noise up. Alright, I don't like that. It's too loud, too obnoxious. Back to RFF, thanks. Yeah, way too loud. Alright, so we've got a bite on our leg. I've got a first aid kit if I need it. I'm going to try to cauterize it. I did get a lighter. It's going to take most of my lighter charges in order to cauterize, but we're going to do it. Cauterize. 50-50. We failed. Lovely. Alright. Not looking good so far. Yeah, you feel free to pulp that guy. Hopefully most of the nasties in the local area are cleared. Rottweiler. Alright, give me the road map. Let's activate it and take a look at what we got. Okay. Yuck. We got a small town of Greenwood with a hospital. Ooh, hospital. I can almost guarantee a few of our targets are going to be at the hospital. That one would be really rough, though. Alright, a lot of dead-end road points. Small town of Merrill. God damn, where's all the towns? I've got it set on 8-6 for city size and city spacing. Ouch. Alright, well this is kind of rough. A couple of really tiny towns. And that's about it. Wow, that is a really tough map generation. Yeah, this is just awful. This is a horrible, horrible map. Well, I think Greenwood is really our only choice. We've got the quest objective down there as well. I can't tell exactly how big it's going to be. Maybe it'll be a decent size. And it does have a hospital, so we'll definitely be heading that direction. We got 2 endpoints that might have interesting locations on the route, so we'll see. Next question is going to be, do we run up and do the FEMA camp first before we head away? But let's keep looking around. I've got the option to try to cauterize one more time. If I fail a second time, it's going to instantly go to an infection. So I'll just end up using the first aid kit if it comes to that. All the vending machines are empty. That does not bode well. Working motorcycle. Uh-oh. Ah, no saddle. Everything else is looking great, but no saddle. That's a disappointment. Alright, so the motel had no vehicles that were operational, unfortunately. I need to get some items to throw at zombies to soften them up. Alright, I'm at 150 power. Lightly, it is zapped. Aish. Alright, we're back to constant crashing, apparently. I don't have PKs running. I don't have anything fancy going on. Really bare bones set of mods. I'm not sure what's going on. Alright. Back up to pulp his corpse again. Our butcher it, that is. That's going to get pretty old pretty quick if I keep running into those problems again. Now the Rottweiler gets several hits in. I'm going to lose my gear too fast. Way too fast. Alright, do we get another shot at the map? Is it actually going to change, or is the overworld already generated? I suspect the overworld's already generated. Yeah, so Greenwood and Merrill. Actually, I think it might be... No, that's the same. Not sure about that being the same, though. I don't remember there being 2 cities over here. However, so we got Greenwood first, then we'll head west over to Merrill and New Haven if we need to, or if we're even still alive at that point. Guess we get another shot at cauterizing. Fringe benefit of crashing, I guess. Failed again. What else did I do? I don't think I did anything else I care about. Go ahead and drop that map. Check in with chat. I think I missed a few chats here. Yeah, the more the throwing stick tip, you got to have more survival tools turned on to get those. I'm not a big fan of the throwing sticks myself. I used them in a recent playthrough again, just as compensation for other situations, but I choose not to use them. I think they're overpowered until they get a bit of an adjustment. They're too easy to make, too light, and do too much damage for what it takes to build them. Alright, so back to where we were. This thing changed any? Nope, still missing the saddle. Let's go try our fight against the this guy again. I'd love to catch him in the window. Missed him. Let's... Yeah, we'll try a straight up fight again. Let's actually turn on sensing redulling. And... yeah, I'm just going to let the power run out here for a second. Alright, that one went a little better. Turn that back off, turn that off, turn that off. I really don't have enough power to run repair nanobots very often, so I'm not going to do it quite yet. Okay, there's not much else in these buildings that I can really use or care about if I'm not going to do any crafting. I'm going to go ahead and try to cauterize a second time. If it fails, I'll just instantly use a first aid kit. So let's get this done. Cauterize again, and we failed. Instant infection. Activate. First aid kit. Not an auspicious start. Oh, did he have anything? No, he did not. Alright, well, we picked up we're plus a first aid kit. We killed one of our target of 10 different monsters, and we're ready to move again. I got to get moving pretty quick because I've got no food, nothing to drink. The vending machines were empty, so I think I will make the trip to the FEMA camp because there's some soldiers we can get some gear off of, scientists, and there's also tents where we can get some canned food and goods. Yeah, there's naturally spawning USB charging stations. Look inside military vehicles. Several of the different military vehicles have recharging stations built in that you can tear out. Alright, turn the sensory dulling back on again. Cannot afford to have my stats low due to the pain. Metabolic. Cannot afford the metabolic right now until I secure some food. Alright, let me think about this. How are we going to do this? I only use tile sets. I don't use the console version. I can't bring myself to go back to console version. Usually I'm using either Chest Hole 32 or M-Zato Plus are the two that I typically use. They seem to be the most complete for all the various graphics that are necessary. So yeah, I can't think of anything else to do in the motel right now. I'm going to head north up to the FEMA camp, and I'm going to follow the road. Hopefully we can find another vehicle. Alright. Firefighter zombie. Firefighter zombie could be pretty useful. You meet me on the bush here. Not sure my knife is going to cut through that turnout gear well enough. We might have to take a few swings and then back off. Might have to use the gun. 17, but that was a critical. Yeah, 7. How's he doing? He's already heavily injured. We'll just keep it up. Hopefully we can... Oh, actually, I don't have the electroshock running right now, so I must be dodging. Alright. Noise canceling. Boots. Turnout coat. I might have to run back down to the motel real quick. There's one room I want to check. Let's do that real fast. This first room is a utility room. I'm gonna have to smash it down though, because I don't have a crowbar and I can't make one. So give me the heavy stick. We're gonna make some noise. Got any? Nope. Oh, I'll definitely take the hydrogen peroxide. Damn it. I should have checked that before I used my first aid kit. I was hoping to find some soap. If there was soap in there, I'd consider getting that turnout gear, coming back and cleaning it up, but I don't remember ever seeing anything in the bathrooms in the motel. So we're not going to have soap, so I'm not going to be able to get that stuff cleaned up. So we're just going to ignore that. We're going to keep moving. Cleaning dirty clothes is just a matter of having either soap or detergent. You can craft a washboard, which is super simple and easy, and then be near a large enough water source to activate the washboard and have the filthy gear in your inventory, and it'll ask you which one you want to clean. It can take quite a bit of water, depending on the item. And then, yeah, there are also washing machines in the newer RVs. Grim Howlers, multiple. Do I put the NPC in front of it? I don't think I will. I think I'll keep myself to the front here. Whoops! Wrong weapon. Damn it. Back off. I want the knife. Alright, nothing permanent. How are you doing? Nothing permanent on him either, so that's good. Go ahead. Really? I do not want to put the rucksack. God damn it! Alright. 45 minutes in and I'm getting pretty annoyed. I can't think of anything that should be causing this. I'm not running anything odd. I'm almost as vanilla as could be. I've got a few mods running, but they're all really basic mods. None of the big ones that change major parts of the game. Oh yeah. A second crash site over here? I didn't even look to notice that. Now we got triple howlers coming at us. Oh, MBR vest with super alloy. Well, okay. Don't mind if I do. Puts us at 31 torso encumbrance, but it's an MBR vest with super alloy. 85% coverage for 20 bash and 25 cut protection. It gives us an extra 15 points of warmth. Save, please. Thank you very much. I don't know. I'm going to keep going. I'm going to try to save it fairly often. If it keeps cycling through and keeps crashing for no apparent reason, I'm not sure what I'll do. If I can't pin it down in any way, it's really rough to just constantly create new worlds and try to test it when you can't point at something to say it's happening then. Like right there, I wasn't doing anything when it decided to crash. Over here, firefighter. Work your way through the rubble, cut yourself up nice and good. Oops, activate. Actually, there it goes again. I was trying to step away from the zombie. Not good, not good. Yeah, I was trying to back up so he wouldn't kill him on the rubble so I could get the loot, but as soon as I tried to step back, that's when the crash happened. I don't have any strange martial arts on this guy. I don't have any traits. No special combat abilities, just some real basic skills. The mod list is really tame. Off and back on again. Flashlight's useful. Good stuff, but I can't carry the rest. If I had soap nearby, I'd be a really happy guy. We're going to try to avoid that howler pack. I'm trying to think if the last time it crashed, I think it was also when I was trying to step away from a zombie, so don't know for sure. We'll just keep traveling and see what happens. Things will probably get a lot more exciting when we get up towards the another crash site. When we get up towards the FEMA camp. Any other goodies for me? Just a black box this time? Looks like just a black box this time. Gracken. Means we might have a body site to check out. Nope, not going to be a body site. It's going to be one of those weird rubble sites. Hello, teleporter. Oh, it's the shimmering portal. That's where the Gracken came through. It's a portal to the other dimension. We'll leave that alone, thanks. Alright, how we doing? Getting pretty close. I may need to sacrifice some food and hunger, and thirst I mean, for some power. Yep, we're already hungry. Alright, turn that thing back off again. We're gonna die of hunger and thirst before a zombie kills us, probably. I'm hoping the FEMA camp is good to us. I'm probably gonna have to get the rifle out for this one. Soldiers are going to be too tough to penetrate with the knife, so I'm probably going to have to put them down with the rifle. And if there's any masters in there upgrading these things, then we're going to have a big problem. Alright, how much ammo are we going to blow on these things? Well, I've got 100 rounds for a battle rifle I've got with me, so no, I won't be building the pneumatic assault rifle anytime soon, and I won't be building it in this playthrough at all, since I've not allowed to use the crafting menu except for the food tab. I won't be crafting anything. A lot of zombies at this one. They haven't had time to kind of disperse or get killed by anything, so I'm trying to think how I'm going to try to approach this. I do not have a good way of clearing them. I don't have a reach weapon. I don't have anything but the rifle, and I don't want to blow through my ammo on these little guys. FEMA camp may not be a good choice for us. I was hoping not to find that big a concentration of low-level zombies. Alright, let's go this way. Let's try to hop, fall down. Hop that fence and peek in this tent. Just a single zombie, no other items. Just keep ripping my clothes. That is not going to go well. Probably gonna get spotted by zombies before I make it to that other tent. And they're all clustered up. They're all down in the pit. And there's a brute down there as well. Let's go north a bit and then over. Bunch of zombies in the body pits. Again, nothing. Still getting hit too often. Alright, so tent, body pits. I'm gonna have to get to the center to get to any of the useful buildings, and they've got way too many zombies around them. I'm gonna have to swing wide and try to come at it from the south. Oops, got one coming from the south. And another one coming from the south. Hopefully that fence holds just a little bit longer. No, don't climb the fence. There's one of the buildings I wanted to get to, but the entrance is probably going to be on the north side where I'm going to attract all the attention trying to get into it. Arrgh. Getting hit too often by the low-level guys. Actually, That doesn't really make a difference. I also need to take off this filter mask if I'm not actually needing it. Ah! 6.6. Yikes. I don't want to drop any of that stuff. Guess I'm going to wear it for now. Hello, Brute. My NPC seems to be stuck on the fence line there. Ah, now we got their attention. I stepped out into the middle of the area there. I didn't find a single tent with one of the mess halls in it to try to get some food items. I haven't found... I think this is a bad place for us to be. I don't think we're going to get anything useful out of here. I was hoping for some of the mess tents, but now we've got a long way to go to try to find anything. Yeah, let's... Yeah, I can't set the tent on fire. I can set stuff inside on fire. I think I'm just going to... Oh, now he makes it over the fence? Come on, NPC, we're out of here. That's way too many zombies. Well, we've got basic hunger and thirst problems. And we're nowhere near any place that's going to fix it. I don't know if I can keep this guy alive, given the distance I'm going to have to travel to try to get to anything. If I've got the no crafting rule going on. I do too, Dwarvish, but there's just too much in there for me to try to deal with right now. There's not enough other things that's going to benefit me, and installing CVMs is a long way down the line. My immediate problem is hunger and thirst. Starting so far from any kind of a town is what's going to kill me. I don't have access to any of the things I need to keep this guy alive. I think we're gonna starve or dehydrate to death before we get to that town. Keep heading south. We'll see if we can get back to the motel area and check a couple of possibilities real fast. And dog just gave us a bite wound. And we got two howlers coming as well. So we may die to a pack of zombie dogs and howlers in the forest. Got the first one. These guys are going to catch me. Come on in. And it crashes again. Really nice crash. Almost seemed like it was trying to kick in an autosave because it says hang on a bit. I'm going to have to force shut this one down. Well, I don't know. It's getting to be untenable in regards to the amount of crashing that's going on. I was going to have to make a beeline down the road trying to get to that city area to try to keep this guy alive. where's it going to put us? Re-downloading's not going to do anything, Dwarf Elvish. Tried that previously. Not really going to do anything. It's... I don't know what specifically is doing it, but... Updating an experimental is essentially re-downloading, so... I might have to back up an experimental version or two. Or update the most recent. Let's do that, actually. Bear with me a second. It's going to take this bit of time because I got some really large save folders that it's going to have to back up. But let's do that. We'll see if that has any kind of an effect. I was getting crashes on the Mall Cop one as well. We just assumed that it was PKs that was causing it. PKs had, up to that point, it had seemed to be the contributing, or the common denominator between when I was seeing the most crashes. So you definitely want to play experimental, Salty. Don't take this particular situation as happening to everybody. This backup process is going to take a while. Get you back up with chat while I wait for that to happen. Yeah, Alt F4 wouldn't kill the process either. I had to bring up my task manager to kill it. Weird thing is, oh hey, look at that, Win5 access error. Here we go. Now we're really going to have fun as it trashes my backups and my games because it just, crap. This is going to get a little entertaining for me. Because if it crashes during the backup or the update process, it's... if you try to update twice, you end up actually destroying all your saves. And I've got long-running series that I need to make sure don't go away. Alright, game. What are you doing to me? I've had this happen once before, where I've had this type of access error during a backup, and then when you close it and you try to redo the update, because it created a blank setup, it then replaces your earlier backup with the new empty backup, because you're trying to back up the failed backup, basically. And you end up totally trashing and losing all your previous saves. So, unfortunately, you're going to have to bear with me just a short bit while I try to sort this out. I don't know what's up with Mr. Cataclysm today. The long-running series, I've got my tutorial series and the Prison Escape series. I do manual backups after I record the episodes, just in case I have a problem like this. I can't afford to have a 150 episode long series come to an end because Cataclysm decided to get finicky on me and destroy my episodes. And I don't have anything else running long term right now, just those two. So as long as those two are okay, I'm fine. Downside is my tutorial series has got a really big save file. It's taken forever to copy and back this thing up. The thing I'm surprised is my drunk master mutant survived as long as he did. That guy survived. I think the YouTube releases are only up to about episode 40 or so, but he went over 100 episodes in the chopped up YouTube count. So he lasted way long. First guy I've retired, on the live streams at least. Well, I guess I've retired a few others for short-term challenges, but he was the first long-term challenge one. On the other monitor, I'm just watching my copying progress. God, those save files. It's not so much the size of the file, it's the 70,000 items that it's having to copy. It's the sheer number of items. And I've got it backed up on my non-SSD drives, so it takes a little while. Yep, Dwarf Elvish, that's the guy. Other than the problem we had with the crashing in that one, that was a pretty fun run. Alright, I just created a new manual backup just in case to make sure everything's fine. Now we got to try to fix this borked setup. This problem here is going to be the issue. First, restore previous version. Is it going to do anything, or is it just pretty much locked up? Not responding. See if anything actually happens after a little bit here. Yeah, I never chickened out on the chicken walkers. I killed all the chicken walkers. Took a little while with the crashing and the other stuff, but I did take them all down. The problem was I ran out of chicken walkers, and then it started throwing the hundreds of irradiated wanderers at me again, and we kept running into the crashing problem over and over constantly. So I just couldn't deal with the constant crashing that Necropolis was causing. I had gone 2 or 3 7-hour episodes without any crashing problems at all, but for whatever reason inside the Necropolis area it was constantly crashing again, so we had to bail out of there. Yeah, I don't know if it's actually doing anything. Kind of hard to tell. I suspect it's not. This might be a short live stream if it's going to take me half an hour to put all the things back together again. Yeah, see now it doesn't even know the version, the build number, it doesn't know any of that because it has borked my file folders. Alright, I think it's time to do it the other way. Time to nuke it. Delete. Yes. Alright, my CDA folder is now completely nuked. Probably take less time to reinstall and manually copy the folder back over than it will to deal with the rest of that. Tory Bash? No idea what Tory Bash is. Alright, running 7342, which is the most recent version. Need to get my config and save file moved back over, and we'll give it a try again. Copying, it's only 28,361 items. Still going to take a minute. I'll hunt down my config file. Hopefully my backup config file still works just fine. No, you won't be seeing any Dwarf Fortress out of me, unfortunately. I live vicariously through others for my Dwarf Fortress enjoyment. Cataclysm is enough of a brain drain for me to keep straight. I don't have it in me to start up a game like Dwarf Fortress and remember how to play it. It's been too many years since I last played it, and just not going to happen. Long Dark. Yep, Long Dark's on my list of ones to give a try too. I had done a request list on my Discord channel to see what people were looking for, and don't think the Long Dark won any of the categories. If I remember right, it was... it got a few votes. I think it was Fallout 4, which I'm starting up any day now. I've got it all ready to go. Just gotta get some time set aside to do Fallout 4. And the other one, I think, was the Long Dark. It was real close between Long Dark and Subnautica. So I'm not sure which one I'm going to do. I think it was a tie between those two. Big folders, 85%, getting close. So whoever is asking for a re-download, you got your wish. Don't think it'll fix the crash problem, but we'll see. Maybe it will. Alright, let's launch this thing and see how goofy it looks. Can't remember this config file, if it's got all my settings or what I might have changed since I last made a backup of it. Well, that's not a good good message. Any other errors going to pop up? And we're back in. I'm not hearing anything though. Oh, I think I have to yeah, I have to go back to the launcher. That's probably what popped that first error message. Sound packs, RFSS. Well, the challenge for today is get the game to work and not crash too much, Kodak. And we are not winning that fight currently. Alright, sound packs are back in. I don't think I need to monkey with my mod list. I'm not running stats through skills. I'm not running PKs. Everything else is pretty much installed by default. Yeah, let's try running it again here. Alright, so we got RFF, turned up slightly, everything else should be the same. I don't remember if there's anything else I need to mod there. Still gonna get the same error on launch? We are. Assignment does not update value, volume. I'm not sure what that's pointing towards. We'll try ignoring it and see what happens. Alright, we're back in. Zombies are a heck of a lot closer than I remember them being before. Did I just outrun them last time? Remember, there's a Grim Howler pack north of the motel area that I was trying to avoid last time. I might need to head east. We still got stuff chasing us. Grim Howler's coming, amoebic mold. Alright, what weapon have I got? Got the knife out, 180 power. Let's switch the UPS and the shock back on. And meet him on the bush. I don't mind minor hit point damage. It's just bites and damage to my clothing that I care about. Everything else is I don't care. I got the repair nanobots that can take care of the minor damage, so that's assuming I ever do manage to get something to deal with my food and water problem. Alright, so we're out of the FEMA camp. We're actually coming up on the motel again. Alright, anything in the dumpster? Nothing in the dumpster. Back around to the front. Alright, so problem one, hydration. The only liquid container I've got currently is the glass bottle of hydrogen peroxide, which I really don't want to pour out. We haven't found anything else that I can use. We don't have a canteen. All of the vending machines were empty. None of the motel rooms have anything useful. I don't have any tools to take the bike apart. So I don't see any way we can boil that water. I think we just might take a long run down the road. No, I need to write my Steam review for it first and tell everybody how bad and how much it sucks, and then list my 2,000 hours played. Always love those Steam reviews. 2,000 hours played. Don't play this game, it sucks. Alright. We're just going to run for it. Noon. We're just going to have to hope we find a vehicle or find some kind of a building we can take advantage of. So... we'll see what we can find before we get really desperate. Radio station, not going to have anything useful for us. More Grim Howlers, damn it. I don't want Grim Howlers. Stay away from me, Grim Howlers and zombie dogs. Love to find a body site. I keep finding, like, a fleet of helicopters went down in this area. M249, sheet metal, black box, and a power converter. No thanks. Now what do we got coming at us? Another zombie dog. Talk to my NPC first. Alright, well, that's a brand new install. Alright, we'll try one last thing. Let's, we're gonna bag that attempt. I'm gonna delete the world, reset it. I don't think reinstalling is gonna help anything. I'm not sure exactly what's triggering this, but I'm not gonna reinstall again. Let's go to the world and reset that thing. Get a different start. Let's actually delete that world completely. Create a new world. Alright. Get rid of that. And where'd stats through skills go? I didn't install it, so it's not listed now. Alright, so no stats through skills, no simplified nutrition. Don't need to change anything else there. 8 and 6 is fine. Spawn rate's normal. That I had set to 0.25. Monster Evolution set to 1.0. No change. Starting season winter. No change. Alright, that by itself sets up a pretty difficult setting. So we're good there. BGH. New. Preset. No templates found. Great. I gotta rebuild the guy. Oops. I don't know if this is something with the brand new experimental that may have cropped up. Because now I've updated to the most recent experimental. So I don't know if that may be an issue with that, or if that's something indicative of our crashing problem. Alright, well, it's easy to recreate the guy. It was just a helicopter crash with the Spec-Op, no traits, 1 point of stat, and that's it. Ulysses DeLong. Alright, what you got for me? Scar L, 5 plutonium cells. Not sure it's worth carrying them around, but we'll grab them. Uses to give me any cities. We've got a military bunker. We've got a mine. And we've got a sugar house. Sugar house! Oh, we got food. Food and water shouldn't be a problem. We also have a cave. Alright, so we've still got the problem of trying to find a more populated area. But at least we got some entertaining things nearby we can check out. That might give us a bit of a start. This time we are bleeding. So we started with 42 pain, bleeding right arm, and damaged left leg. Alright. I just hope that the bleeding stops. Nothing I can tear apart. I'm going to have to take off a body or a clothing item in order to try to tear it apart for rags if I want to try to staunch the bleeding. I think I'm going to hope it stops on its own, and I'll have to turn on the nanobots if it gets close to breaking my body location. Let's see if this guy can help me any. Do anything for you? No, not a problem. American flag. Great. Okay. Travel with me. 21%. And he said no. Give me a tin can of corn. Well, tin can, at least I can boil in a tin can. Looks like he's got a gun of some kind too. Would have been nice to get him on my side. Alright, arm, stop bleeding. Stop bleeding, arm. Scar's got no ammo. Not going to carry it around. Come on, arm. Stop bleeding. Alright, nothing else out here. Let's go to the sugar house first. Check that out. That'll get us our food and drink supply, hopefully. Still bleeding. I have to do it. There it goes. Alright, stopped bleeding. North we go. Now, sugar house is a weird word for a waffle house. It's going to be lots and lots of maple syrup and maple syrup production facilities. And also sugar, I guess. But mostly it's going to be waffles and maple syrup. Alright, what do we got up here? I'm trying to keep the zombie dog from coming at me. Soldier. Soldier, soldier, soldier. We're going to have to use our main gun on that. It's going to make noise. Alright. Wield the rifle. He's going to come through the window before I can do anything. Yeah, I can't stop him from coming out the window, so let's get some range. Fire. Cancel. Where? Do I not have ear protection? It's not. Never mind. Back to firing. Headshot, 83%. And we still didn't drop him. 82 damage. Severely injured. Fire again. Alright, took 2 of my shots, and now we're going to have the dog coming after us. We've got an entrenching tool. Don't care about the rest. Zombie dog's coming. That I'm not going to shoot at. So, sling that back over the shoulder. Activate the... yeah, let's give the laser... so everybody can see what it does. I don't like the laser pistol much. I'll go ahead and use it for this one thing. Turn our UPS on. Fire. Aims fast. 1 more space. 11 damage. The benefit is it's pretty quiet. And you don't have to, it's got no recoil. So I've still got 80% to hit, 20% headshot. That's the advantage. But it's also draining power pretty bad. So, what is that, 20 units per shot? So it has its uses, but when power is critical, pretty rough to try to do it. Alright. Both of those are pulped, don't need anything else. Benefits are it's a quiet kill eventually, but it just doesn't do much damage, and it drains power, so I seldom use it. Alright, let's turn the UPS back off. Go check, see if there's anything else nasty in this place. Let's get our combat knife out. Alright, we got a plastic bottle. That'll go well with our tin can, so at the very least, if we can find a water source, we can at least boil up some water. How much maple syrup you got with me? Chocolate waffles, glazed tenderloins. We got fireplaces. It's a really lucky find for us for very starting. It's going to have a lot of good things. There's a water source. What do you got in the kitchen? Some marbles. Alright. Chocolate bar. Sugar in the sugar house? Can't imagine. Long Island iced tea. I'm going to miss not having access to that rucksack, though. Okay. Well, that improves our situation quite a bit, and we haven't crashed yet. Let's see. That's the sugar and the Italian seasoning. Yeah, I'm right at my limit. So I'm going to have to pick and choose what we're going to take with us. The back room here is where all the goodies really are, and we've got a chef, or a fat zombie. Come on out here, fat zombie. Let's see, I want to arrange you to come at me over here. There you go. On the table. One more hit and we're going to move. Oops. Alright, fat zombie's down. So, here's the other joy for this place. I mean, you got plenty of wood, you've got wooden stoves, you've got 60-liter tanks full of maple sap. You've got just bunches of all sorts of stuff. And this just goes out back. And that's a tree spile. Oh, a hand drill. Alright, don't care about a hand drill. Alright. Hey there, Bleeder Dan. You need to take a look at my quick tips series over on my YouTube channel. One of the very first quick tips is how to deal with mooses. Those mooses, they're bad moose. There is a relatively painless way to deal with them, so go check that out. That'll give you a big leg up on moose. They're a pretty nasty early game player killer until you know how to deal with them. Alright, Hey, there's Zugashir. Hello, Lotus Burb. Alright, let's get back into it. So, we are experiencing some crashing problems, and I'm not sure if it's from the experimental updates or something else causing it, so bear with me while we try to suffer through it. So we've got some food and water sources. Let's take advantage of that to turn on the repair nanobots, turn on the metabolic interchange. We'll let some time pass here while we get healed up. Slowly, as our metabolic gets us a little bit of power, a little further, and we just went hungry. Alright, now we can turn it off. Alright, so no bites, full strength, no wounds. So that's good. A little bit of pain we need to get rid of still, so let's go ahead and turn on sensory dulling till that's gone. That's also going to drain our power. Back to metabolic. Let's have... man, that's some good food. Let's first have the PB&H sandwich. Alright, pain's gone. Dulling's off. I'm going to leave metabolic on while I get my power recharged. Nothing else back here I want to grab that I can carry, really. Don't need a bucket, don't need all that wood. Metal tank would be great, but I don't have the volume and the weight capacity to really take advantage of it. So it's challenge, mods, settings, and trophy are the bot commands. Settings is probably what you're looking for. Now, my settings and my bot are now wrong because I updated the experimental after we had the total crash that I had to nuke my entire install. So I'm now on the most recent experimental. Okay, what to do? I would love to get some water boiled up that I can take with me. We've got an empty bottle. We've got some water here, but I'm going to need to be able to... Actually, I might be able to do it right standing here. I don't have a way of starting the fire. Never mind, I can't even start a fire. Don't have a lighter, don't have matches. And I've restricted myself from any kind of construction, except for food items. So... what do you think? We've got a cave. I can't think of a reason to go into the cave for where we're at in the game and what our needs are. We've got a mine. We're not going to find any of our targets in a mine. There's a chance of an artifact at the bottom, chance of an item that we can't really use, and we might have to fight something pretty nasty down there. But it does have usually backpacks, helmets, gear that's dropped from people that have died in the mine, and it's pretty easy to maneuver down there. But I don't have a way in, because I don't have a pry bar to pry the manhole cover up. I don't have computer skills to hack the elevator, so I can't get into the mine anyway, so never mind. There's about a half a dozen, or I'm not sure how many different things you can get in a cave. Could be empty, might have bears, could have bats, it might have a, what was that thing called? There's a kind of a higher end monster that's in there. It's kind of like a torture chamber cave. Can't remember what that thing's called. And usually there's a pretty good, decent item in there with him. Then there's the Rat King caves, lots of rats, and at the bottom is the king, and you mutate heavily if you stay there too long. So there's a lot of possibilities, but none of them that I can think of that would be helpful for our situation. We've Got a military bunker. I wouldn't be able to get into the bunker. I don't have an ID card, and I can't deal with the turrets. And I don't have a way of going through the walls in the bottom floor of the bunker to get at the good stuff. So everything I can see on the map isn't going to help us. I can't make a crowbar Zugosphere. I have restricted myself to no crafting in this run. The only thing I'm allowed to craft is the food tab. If I go to the crafting menu, this tab is the only thing I'm allowed to use. We are a Spec-Op soldier on an important time-critical mission. I am not going to sit around accumulating a bunch of materials and learning skills and such. We're going to try to keep this thing moving. So no crafting other than food items. I can boil water, cook things, and that's it. Yeah, Rev, I've done it before. It's not that bad. Oh, body sight. Body sight. Just a couple crack. Alright, here's a good opportunity for us. I don't want a drug site. Cargo pants, chewing gum. What else is out here? Sort by category, please. Boots, cargo pants. Not much. There we go. Gallon jug of cheap wine. I'm not going to have the space to carry that gallon jug around with me, though. I was hoping for a backpack or something, but unfortunately, no. Cargo pants I could throw on, but that's not going to be enough. They're all looking about the same. Go ahead and throw the cargo pants on. And we'll just drink the drink. That gets us to 5.5 out of 8.5. Gallon jug is how much? 3? Can't remember. Gallon jug is 3.75, so that's still going to be too much. Inventory, sort category, sort volume. Yeah, I'm not ditching those glazed tenderloins. I'm just going to have to leave that gallon jug behind. It's just too much volume for what I can carry right now. Oh, good. Oh, I think that's the NPC we started with. Yeah, that's Geraldo. Can't do much for him. I'm debating whether to go right through the northern part of the forest to that road, or to follow the open area where I can see, because I'm probably going to get attacked by moose, bear, grim howlers in the forest. I think I am going to go through the forest diagonally, though. Need to get to a populated area. Our combat advantages aren't really useful out here in the middle of nowhere. Now I realize I've got the evolutions factor set way up on this thing, and we've got a winter start, so the zombies have had lots of time to evolve, and the expectation is we're gonna, when we get to a populated area especially, see a whole bunch of the upgraded zombies that are our targets. So ideally this challenge isn't gonna last a huge amount of time. It's not like my 100 episode type ones. That's the hope anyway. I want to actually see how quickly I can finish this. That's one of the goals. A, stay alive. B, get all 10 of our targets. This guy's gonna tear me up. Crap. I'm going to need the help of my... I've been running the interchange. I'm going to need the electro. no bites, no tearing up my gear. That's it. Alright. Not too bad. So, the theme is we're a Bionic Spec-Op soldier sent out to hunt down 10 of the advanced dangerous types of zombies and kill them, butcher them, and retrieve a genetic sample to take back for testing. So we're out big game hunting for some of the nastier zombie types. And the helicopter we were in that was ferrying us around scouting out possible locations crashed, killing everybody except for us. And that's kind of where we're at. Also, item spawns are turned way down. So it's later on in the apocalypse, and a lot of the stuff's been looted, so we've only got a 0.25, or no, yeah, 0.25 set for item spawns. Alright, I don't want to just constantly face frickin' zombie dogs and howlers and pouncers. We've got an intersection down south. I think that's probably the way we're going to go. And I think the dog's chasing me now instead of whatever it was chasing. Yep. Alright, come get me, dog. Come on. How many misses in a row? Too many. Got food for a while, but we do need to get better carrying capacity and increase our water supply, our hydration. Alright, so we made it to the intersection, not seeing a damn thing. I've got these worlds generated on 8.6 settings, and last couple have had no cities anywhere nearby. I think I'm going to go east. Yeah, I've got the Evo set way up, so we're definitely going to see those types. I agree, some of them are fairly rare, but that's the challenge. I just need to find a vehicle and start traveling. As soon as I spot one of them, then I can hop out and try to kill it. Uh-oh. Factory. God damn. Well, that's not useful. That's not even a little useful. I don't know, Zegosphere. I've been using 8.6 as my standard on all my games for quite a while now. I haven't had any real problems. Shocker Brute. We have a Shocker Brute and a Technician. Shocker Brute's on our list, but I don't know if I'm ready to try to take a Shocker Brute. Well, I guess I am ready with my rifle. So, last game we started next to the hotel and they had one of our targets, a zombie master, in it from hour 1. And now this one we've got a factory and a Shocker Brute. And the turret is shooting things. Oh, maybe the turret can kill the Shocker Brute for me and I can just roll up. Now I'd have to deal with the turret. I don't want the turret to kill my Shocker Brute target because I won't be able to get to the body to get my sample. Oh, it's 2 Shocker Brutes. Yeah, that's a problem. It is double Shocker Brutes. Wow. Well. That I wasn't anticipating. I can't outrun Shocker Brutes. They're too fast. I'll run out of stamina and they'll catch me probably. I might be able to lose them in the forest. Nothing spotted me yet, I don't believe. Nope. 4 Technicians and 2 Shocker Brutes. Yeah. Good luck keeping my knife or my gun in my hand. How to do this? This is gonna be, yeah. The decision I'm trying to make is, do I make the attempt here? This is pretty nasty for where I'm at in being ready for any kind of real fights. I haven't secured a water source. I don't have enough carrying capacity for anything useful beyond what I've already got. That's alright. I don't mind dying. As long as it's entertaining. And I learned something. Alright, one of the zombie technicians died. Besides, everybody dies in Cataclysm. Nobody dies of old age in Cataclysm. You either get yourself killed or you just stop playing, but nobody dies of old age. Trying to work my way south a bit. If I can manage to get one of these shocker brutes coming at me. Alright, what are we looking at here? Tech, dog, shocker brute. I think they may all be focused up. Did I get his attention? I thought I had his attention. Come on, shocker brute. Just you, please. There, got him. Ah! Now the dog's coming. Damn it, I wanted just the brute. Alright, now I need to set this up so I've got the best possible chance, because as soon as I fire my gun, I'm probably going to get all those other guys chasing me. So I'm going to go down towards the woods. We're going to go to run mode. And we're going to fight right before I hit the woods. Getting this guy lured onto a tree or bush isn't really going to help. And I'm going to shock the hell out of myself if I try to hand-to-hand him. It's because I have it zoomed so far out. It's chest hole 32. So there he is. He's bigger and bulkier than just a standard shock zombie is. Yeah, I don't have a lighter. I have no fire source. Alright, so the goal is to kill the shocker brute, maybe the dog, and then hightail it into the woods to leave the pursuit behind that is going to come after me. I need another location to go to. It's possible the road continues past the factory. It's also possible it stops at the front entrance. I'm worried that this road also just connects here and has nothing else, and then I'll have nowhere else to go to try to find civilization. So I may just cut through the woods and then roll back up north that way and follow the road that direction instead. So Auto Plus shows the exact same things. It doesn't really have to do with the tile set, it's just a matter of which graphics they've created. Zato actually, I think, has more, although Chest Hole's been catching up, so I'm not sure just where they're at for completeness for all the objects and monsters in the game. Alright, so like I said, we're going to pull back towards the trees here, get some distance between those other things. This is where we're going to fight. So let's go ahead and get ready. Let's put the knife away. We'll wield our assault rifle. Store the knife in the sheath. What can we turn on to survive this? Electroshock's not going to help. Sensory dulling. We're going to definitely need sensory dulling running. And probably the metabolic. And we'll click the adrenaline pump if we need to get a little boost to get away. But we'll definitely kill this shocker brute. Just how much pain we'll take before we kill him. My worry is the other things that'll come running when we fire our gun off. So I'm just going to pass a little time till things get a little closer. We'll see where he lands that first shock. He'll probably hit me with it. Yep. Alright, so let's get out of the cloud. Alright, get down here, shocker brute. A little closer. One more space. Fire. Alright, zoom. Fire mode, we're not going to mess. We're going to full auto. Now fire. Alright, aim. I want them at least one, maybe two spaces closer. It's probably going to take two bursts. I might drop them in one if I get lucky, but it'll probably take a second burst. One more space, please. There you go. Alright, 72 and 28. How'd we do? We got him to moderate. This next shot will be point blank, so this should finish him off. I just got to make sure I get the shot off before he tags me. There we go. Alright, so Shocker Brute's down. I gotta butcher him though. That's gonna be the problem. So if all that other stuff comes running at me from the northeast, which I suspect it will. I'm deaf now, so I don't know how loud that shot was. Pretty sure they're coming at me though, so I need to kill this dog. I need to kill it fast. Let's switch back to semi-auto. Fire. I want this thing dead. It's gonna be hard to hit though. Small, fast-moving target. Alright, so can I get this thing butchered before these other things get to me? The problem is usually the answer is no. So far they're not moving, but I think that's because I got lucky. They're concentrating on the turret, so they're not coming towards me. So, Butcher, Shocker Brute. We got it butchered. Alright, we can mark Shocker Brute off the list. I need to update my bot because we no longer have the other one done. So, bot, trophy, modify. The master is no longer dead. Shocker Brute is dead. Alright, trophy bot's been updated. I can't carry anything. We just gonna consider it genetic sample has been harvested, so 1 out of our 10 is now off the list. Alright, technicians are not on my list, and no, I'm not taking anything. I don't have any space. I'm not gonna waste it on random body parts that I have to carry around or anything goofy like that. I've already got too many problems with this scenario that I don't need to add more difficulty to it. Alright, let's drop that paper wrapper. Let's have a glazed tenderloin. Alright, let's not have a glazed tenderloin. Let's wait until we actually can eat it without wasting any of the potential. Alright, still don't have anything moving towards me. What do we get for... Really? Shocker Brute didn't have a single CBM of any kind? Not even burnt out CBMs? I hashed it that bad? That's kind of interesting. Alright. So, my choices are either to go around the factory in a pretty wide margin, or head to northwest along the road that direction and hope it goes somewhere. Consume its powers? No, not with this guy. This guy's a professional. He's just going to go about his business. So let's reload and then wear the rifle again. Don't have much encumbrance to worry about, but we've got a ton of leg encumbrance. That I need to deal with. It's those cargo pants that I put on. Can I still carry everything if I take the cargo pants off? Yeah, I can't crap. Now, why the hell did I drop the assault rifle? I was wearing the assault rifle. Alright, 5.5 out of 6. Yeah, I can't afford the cargo pants. Too much encumbrance on my legs. I need the maneuverability. Alright, temperature-wise we're fine. So, I'll just have to go with light carrying capacity until I... find a better solution. Alright, let's get the knife back out. So, I think I'm going to go north and then east just enough to see if the road stops or if it continues past the factory. Depends on how you've got your game set up, AZ. If you're wearing filthy clothing and it takes a hit, you get an instant infection in that body location. And you also get morale penalties for wearing filthy clothing. Or you can't wear it at all, depending on your character and your game settings. Alright, stop running. Get your breath back. That better be the same shocker brute I saw earlier. Hey, I can hear again. Yeah, I was surprised this guy didn't start with earplugs or any kind of ear protection. But he does not have any. Road still traveling. I would rather go east than west. So we'll just keep going, make sure this road goes right on past the factory. I'm worried it's going to wrap down just to go into the front entrance of the factory. I suspect that's what's happening here. Yeah, I'm going back to the west. So far, just deer and rabbits in the area. And now, of course, a grim howler. Chasing either a deer or a rabbit. And then it'll chase me. Yep, now it's coming for me. Alright, come over here. Meet me on the bush. Alright, grim howler down. Damn it! Forgot I was running that stuff again. Let's turn the nanobots on, top off my health. Back off again. Keep moving. Why is the pain coming on for some reason? Sensory dulling doesn't get rid of it permanently. Alright, turkeys, don't care. Vehicle. Please be a working vehicle. Perfect, except it's only got 1% gas. And the engine... actually, I could drive it. 1% gas isn't going to go very far, obviously, but it might get us a few spaces down the road towards the town. See if we can get it started and actually make any progress with it here. Close the door, start it up, failed to start. Alright, we got it started. Let's see if we can get a few map spaces out of it before that 1% gas runs out. Another crash site, me go. Of course. As soon as I get in, I've got a body site, and we got a crash site. Is that an artifact? Or is that the other item? Oh, large fire extinguisher, autonomous surgical razors, which aren't as cool as they sound. I can't really find a useful reason to install those and use them. I tried them in my Mutant Master playthrough and really couldn't see much of effect out of it. Don't care about the ammo. Fire extinguisher is great just for the steel jerry can you can disassemble it into and the rubber hose, but I don't have the tool to do that. So, we're going to pass that by. See if we can get a look at that body site. Looks like another drug site. Adderall. A duster. Yeah, I'm just going to keep driving. And it dead ends at a lab. Game. What are you doing to me? So, we've got a lab, a cave, a mine, and a factory in our little area here, and a military bunker, and a sugar house. Semi-rare, pretty rare, semi-rare, semi-rare, fairly common, but no towns, no residences of any kind. It's either keep driving up into the plains north of us and the limited amount of gas we've got, or flip around and try to get some distance in the vehicle down the road. Yeah, I can't get into the lab though. Well, technically I could with my 1% gas. I could drive around to the backside, smash into it, and try to break a hole in the wall so that I can get to the stairs. I think I'd have to possibly wait for night. I can't remember. There's the turret that's inside. Does his light extend all the way back down to the stairs? I got 1% gas. I could ram the vehicle into the back wall of the lab to try to break a hole in the wall that I could get through to get to the stairs, and I could go down into the lab. Trying to think. So the lab, yeah, the lab can have grenadiers, but they're in the barracks, which I'd have a really hard time getting into currently. I'm not going to find, I don't think, any of the other things I need in the lab. Biooperator, maybe. Biooperator and the Grenadier are the only ones I can think of that would be in there. Nah, that road's not gonna. I will drive over there, but I don't think that thing's gonna fly out into anything. Yeah, so just a dead end. So I'm burning fumes in my vehicle here. It's either smash it into the lab or it's go somewhere. The one thing I can think of as an advantage if I can get into the lab is a lot of bottles of water and mutagens possibly, and clothing, regular clothing. Everything else I'd have a really hard time getting into or getting a hold of. So, front door's there. I just have to whip around, smash into the middle of this back wall hard enough to try to drop the wall. Vending machines in the lab? Where are vending machines in the lab? I can't remember any vending machines in the lab. I've got a standard seatbelt. I don't have a 5-point, but I'm going to back into it if I can manage it. So I've got a standard seatbelt, which will protect me a bit, and I'm not going to hit it at 1,000,000 miles an hour. Yeah, I don't think there's vending machines in the lab. I think it's more useful to try to smash in the back wall of the lab with this car, with the fumes that I'm running on, than it is to get 1 map square or 2 map squares away driving. I'm going to try it. I think it's more interesting to try this. See if I can manage it before we run out of gas. Right there, I think, is about the midpoint. Alright, so let's pick a number. 40 miles an hour? 50 miles an hour? How fast do you think I need to hit this thing in reverse in order to get that wall down? And I may get shot in the back of the head by the turret. I can't remember if the light from the turret extends all the way to the back. I don't think it does, but I'm not sure. I'm thinking around 50 myself, so 50, 60, 23. I don't think I could manage exactly 23. Let's set it for, well, -48's the highest it'll let me go currently. Yeah, let's do -48. I'm not sure it'll get up to that speed by the time I hit the wall from this range, but let's see what happens. And we're at 24, 27, 30. We didn't quite make it. We only got one space. I think it's too deep. Come on, gas. Have enough gas. Make one more run at it. Damn it! We're not gonna make it! Yeah, we're not gonna make it. We're gonna keep trying though, till we're out of gas. It should be any moment now. We can get one of those pieces of wall gone. Yeah, we're done. It stopped. So close. Well, we got close. We didn't quite make it though. I would have had to gone over these pits as well. I didn't consider the pits that get created. Yeah. Got nothing I can do really, so... got a lot of rocks I could pick up. Do I have any space available? Probably not enough to really worry about. Alright, we'll grab 3 rocks. Zombie dog coming to get me. Well, now we're back to the same question. Yeah, as Tom mentions, I have no fire-making ability. It was close. I thought more of the wall would come down at once, but we just couldn't get this thing going fast enough. If I had hit it at the full 48 all 3 times, maybe we could have gotten one of those interior walls down. But then I'd need to cross these pits, and I'd need 2x4s to lay across them to walk across, so that would have been a secondary problem. Trying to think if there's anything worth me trying to bash out of this vehicle for raw materials. I can't really carry anything. I really need to get moving. So, it's north through the fields and hope, or... yeah, I don't see a good choice. All the roads seem to dead end, although we do have the road going that way off the mine. So we do have another road path. So I think what I'll do is I'm going to go straight west, and then we'll kind of curve our way down like this towards the known road location. We'll see what we find as we go. Come on, build a stupid thing. Alright, I got just a couple of rocks to try to soften up these light targets. I'm sure the rain is not causing any kind of temperature problems. Alright, what do we got? So we got to work our way down this way. At least with PKs off, I'm not deathly afraid of open fields. There was another cave up there. Alright, let's work our way west and then a little bit of south. Ooh, where's the wolves? I do not want to deal with wolves. Wolves are to the north. Alright, we're going straight south for a bit then. Wolves I do not want to deal with. Too much bleeding. Yeah, I did get the attention of another zombie dog. You can just follow me for a while. Alright, so we made it down to a swamp on the roadside. Back to cruising the roads. Hoping just for anything interesting. Another cave. Alright, this is getting a little ridiculous. Lab, cave, sugar house, factory, bunker, mine, cave. Come on, game. How about a residence? Just a house. Gracken, so we've got a body site nearby. And a pipeling on the ground. Can't pick that up while I'm holding the other things, and I think the Gracken is down south where the tough zombies are. That is correct, Kodak. The only crafting I'm doing is food crafting, the food tab. No vehicle mods, no construction. I haven't ruled out deconstructing. I may deconstruct, but I'm not going to construct anything. I'm not going to modify vehicles. None of that stuff. So I'm debating, do I head south to wherever that Gracken came from looking for the body site when there's multiple tough zombies, or do I say thanks but no thanks and continue? I think for the moment I'm going to go find the entrance to the cave, pop in just to see what kind of cave it is. Alright, what do we got? I don't have a light source. I've got my internal night vision though. Looks like just an empty cave. Yep, empty cave. Back out we go. Alright, Decayed Pouncer is where? 42, in the direction I was about to head. Oh, and bandits. We got a trio of bandits. Bandits aren't on my list. Vorm might die from thirst. I've got my Long Island iced tea. Not that that'll help me much because it's alcohol. And if I ever find a fire source, I've got a plastic bottle and I've got my tin can of corn, so I can boil water if I ever get a fire source. That's why I'm desperate to find some kind of habitation. Otherwise, I'll be drinking swamp water. No, no wolves. Stay away, wolves. Alright, still nothing. Turkeys and bobcats. I think I'm trapped between zombie dogs here. I got them on both sides of the road. I'm going to have to pick one or the other probably to come after me. We'll go for the north one. Meet me at the bush, please. Good doggy. Very nice when you guys jump into the bushes like that. Well, T in the road, and I've got a little road elbow right there, so maybe, hopefully, we're getting close to something. Or are they just teasing me as the sun goes down and I won't be able to see anywhere on my map? Nope, they're just teasing me again. Alright, north, south, or west? First one to say it in chat's where I'm going. First up was Kodak. West it is. I'm losing the sun, so my mapping ability is... Oh, whoa, whoa. There... Oh, come on. Another FEMA camp. Goddamn game. Huh. I really can't hang out at the FEMA camp. It's going to be too many zombies right now. And none of them are likely to be my targets. Scientists and soldiers. I want to maximize my checking out the local area map-wise. Now we got another choice. I'm tempted to go down this way while I've got a little bit of light, so I can kind of see down both these roads simultaneously. I'm not going to have much light left, and I'm desperate to find a house or something, so that's what we're going to do. Really don't want to spend a night out in the cold. Come on, Map Gen. Stop screwing with me. It's going to be some kind of a site at the end of this little road, I think. Another lab. Goddamn game. It is messing with me fierce. Alright, we are about to lose the light. Another intersection. And whoops. Well, now we're kind of screwed. Traveling in the dark is just going to be asking for trouble. I won't be able to see the map. I'm already very thirsty. Don't have a funnel to catch rainwater. I could go back up the road to the FEMA camp and try to deal with them. I'm not going after the bandits. Those guys actually shoot their guns. That's a good way to get yourself killed. So it's either hang out here in the car till dawn, or it's go try to tackle the FEMA camp. And I'm just pretty sure I'm going to get swarmed if I go to the FEMA camp. I just don't have any reach attacks. I don't have any good melee combat ability to rely on. And if I start firing the gun, once again, I'll get swarmed under. So it's either put up with the dehydration while I'm sitting here in the car overnight and hope that we find somewhere real fast in the morning. The only thing I was hoping with the FEMA camp, Zuggy, is some of the tents usually have kind of a cooking area and some lockers or things in them, and I can sometimes find food items in there, canned goods and bottles and such. So that's mainly what I was hoping for. I'm not really looking to go there for much other reason. Let me check my list here. So anything provide quench. My tin can of corn's a tiny amount. I'm going to lose quench if I try to drink the alcohol, so that's not going to happen. And the glazed tenderloins provide a tiny bit. If I keep moving, if I hit a city, it'll be obvious when I hit the city. But it's also going to mean I'm not going to see things coming. Well, let's go ahead and eat our tin can of corn. I'm going to wait on the rest. And my vision range How much power does the night vision? 1 every 10 turns? What does that translate to when I do this? Not too bad. Oh, I see sidewalk and a vehicle. Alright, we might have gotten saved here. And why can I see this way over here? Because it's lit up? Yep. Lava. The lava's lighting that up. I've got a running vehicle right there in what looks like a sidewalk area. So I'm hoping I'm getting next to a town or a residential area. First, let's check this. Yep, lots of zombies. So we found something. Oh, no wheels. Damn it. I got excited. We had gas in a battery. The security system was gone. Controls and the seat were there, but no wheels. Alright, nothing in it. Corrosive zombie. Corrosive zombie. Hey, isn't that on our list? Where's our list at? Somebody ran it recently, didn't they? Yeah, corrosive's on our list. So, there's number 2 on our list. Right there. Looks like the chef zombie in this one. Thinking of switching back over to Zato's. Oops. I don't want to close. I'm not trying to type close. Typing X. Yeah, that doesn't look like the corrosive zombie I'm used to. Alright. I want to look around a bit before I fight things. Let's turn that off. Let's back off a bit. Yay! We got incredibly lucky. There was a house right next to where we were about to camp in that. A lot of zombies. Pretty good sized building. I want to find cover and stuff. What building is this? Oh, this is a mansion. Yep, this is a mansion that we found. Yeah. Mansions, it might solve some of our problems, especially if I can find the kitchens. I'm trying to remember with the new design if the kitchens are upstairs, downstairs. Let's head in. Crawling zombie and some sinew. Alright, I'm going to try to creep around, try to minimize the combat if I can. Got up and down stairs. That's one of the main hallways. Dining room. Kitchen! Rainwater! Hello, Cataclysm. Thank you very much. I think I'll just drink the one for now. Can I pick the other one up? Don't have enough space. Really thinking of dumping the entrenching tool. I'm trying to think how often I'm going to need to dig. Let's drop the rocks for sure. And volume 1. How often am I going to need to dig? Not crafting, I'm not building. I think I'm going to drop the entrenching tool. Alright, sinks aren't going to have anything. And we got stairs down to the bottom, the cellar area again.